Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? I'm Dara, aka Insecurelynatural. For those that are new here, welcome. If you've been here already, welcome back. So I've been locked for 3 months now, going on 4 months. Actually, it is 4 months. Today is my 4-month mark, y'all. I can't believe it's been 4 months. So I've been maintaining my locks for these 4 months all by myself. So even though I watched thousands of YouTube videos and read so many articles on how to start locks yourself, I still feel like there are some things that I should have kept in mind when doing my research. I was so excited and so ready to start my lock journey that I just dove right in and didn't consider some things before I started. So in doing that, I ended up starting my locks over 2 different times. And I went in and split several locks to get my locks just how I wanted them from the beginning. I mean, we good now, but I feel like there are some things that I could have did in the beginning that would have prevented those problems from arising in the first place. So in this video, I'm gonna go over 5 important things that you should know before starting your locks or starting someone else's locks. Whatever the case may be, I got you. But first, I need you to hit that like button for me, please, because it helps my channel out so much. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, along with that notification bell so that you're notified every single time your girl posts one of these videos, okay? Now, with that being said, let's get into this video. Okay, so the key here is to know, okay? You need to know everything before you start. Basically, you need to have a plan in place so that your end result won't be so much of a disappointment, or so that you won't feel like you have to start again like I did twice. I like to think that my locks are going to be forever, so I wanted to make sure that my starter locks were going to be how I wanted them to be from the start. Mainly because I didn't want to have any second thoughts throughout my journey, and I really want to make sure that I'm happy with my locks because they're mine. Let's get into the 5 things that you need to know first beforehand, before starting these locks, okay? So the first thing you need to know is what kind of locks that you want. This is the most important thing because there are so many different types of locks, and I'm still learning about different types of locks, just starting this whole lock journey. I know there's semi-freeform, there's freeform, there's wigs, the traditional locks. You have people that get lock extensions. So it's best to know what type of locks that you want, because how can you start and you don't know what you want? You can say that you want traditional locks, you install them, and you're unhappy with them because you want them to be more freer. You want them to form on their own. People choose the kind of locks they want for different reasons. For example, I chose traditional locks because I like the neater look. I like that I can be more versatile with traditional locks because I like to switch up my hair often. But I know some people start their locks for emotional reasons, for spiritual reasons. There's different reasons. So just know your why and what type of locks that you want. Once we figure that out, we can move on to the next steps, okay? So the second thing that you need to know is what size locks that you want. The reason why I say this is because parting sizes really affect the size that your locks are going to come out to. Granted, we can't really predict how big and thick our locks are going to be, but if you want like a ballpark, for instance, I knew that I wanted small to medium sized locks. I knew that I didn't want large locks. I wanted a fuller look. And that's the very first reason why I had to start my locks over, is because my first set, I made my parts so big and I made my locks, my twists so big. I had 57 locks. And from my understanding, 57 locks are going to mature into bigger locks, and large locks isn't really what I wanted. So I had to take those locks down and basically split them up. I basically split them in half, and my second time around I had about 73 locks, somewhere around there. But I wanted to go a little bit smaller. So this time around I have 103 locks, and I'm very happy with that because I'm confident that my locks won't get that big, not bigger than what I would hope for them to be. The third thing that you need to know is what kind of parts you want. There is various parting styles, not various, but there are a few. The ones that I know of is the square pattern, the triangle pattern, the bricklayer pattern, and I believe it's like the circular pattern. And you can also freehand, you could just part how you want and make your locks your own. Those are the ones that I know of, okay? I did a little research, but I didn't do a lot, okay? I have more so square parts. I would say they're square and freehand because I was meticulous on how I parted going across horizontally, but I wasn't really particular on how many locks I had in each row. I know that certain parting systems kind of complement different hair types and densities. Like if you have low density hair, a certain parting system may be perfect for you to get a fuller look. Or if you want a bigger look, a thicker look with fine hair, there is a parting system for that. I'm not quite sure which one is which. You have to do your research, but there are various parting systems. I think there's a diamond part, triangle part. It's so many different types of parting. So do your research because you may feel like you want traditional square parts, but you may look up diamond parting and feel like that is more your style. I kind of like the diamond parts. I ain't even gonna lie, but I'm happy with what I got. But yeah, do your research and figure out what parting system is the best for you, your hair type, density, all that. Okay, so we got all of that down, okay? We got our parting system. We got our size locks that we want and the part size that we need. We also know what type of locks we want. So the fourth thing that you need to know is what direction do you plan on retwisting your hair? And it's kind of a weird thing that you need to know, and I know it sounds crazy, but I never stumbled upon this in all the thousands of research that I did. I feel like it's crucial because had I paid attention when I was twisting my hair for my starter locks and known this, then bunching wouldn't have been an issue for me. And if y'all don't know what bunching is, go check out my retwist video where I explain the problem that I had with bunching with my very first retwist. So the reason why I say you need to know what direction you want to retwist your hair is because that is going to determine which way that you need to either coil your hair or two-string twist your hair. If you're doing braids or any other type of locks other than traditional, then this one really doesn't apply. But when I did my two-strand twist, I twisted my hair in different directions. So I would twist going this way, and then on others, instead of going this way, I was going the opposite way. I was twisting the opposite way. So even though looking at my hair, all the twists look uniform and look like they're going in the same direction, they in fact were not. So when it came down to retwisting my hair, I knew that I wanted to take my hair and twist it in a clockwise motion for my retwist. It was really no reason behind it other than if I decide to go to a loctician. I've heard that locticians generally twist clockwise. So I just didn't want to go against that. There's nothing wrong with retwisting your hair the opposite direction, which is counterclockwise. When I tried to twist all of my locks in a clockwise motion, the starter locks that I had twisted counterclockwise initially would go a whole nother way. It was already trying to go counterclockwise. So me trying to twist it clockwise was making the twist unravel where I had twisted it because it didn't want to go that way. I fixed this issue, but had I just paid attention and not one rushed through the rest of my hair because my hands was tired, my arms was tired, okay, I had twisted all of my hair up. Had I just paid attention and really looked to see which direction I was twisting my hair and to know, because I didn't know that it would be beneficial and it would be so helpful to twist all of my hair going the same way. So in a nutshell, when you're starting your locks, make sure that you're twisting every single lock in the same direction, whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. Just make sure they're all the same, so that when you retwist, you can retwist all of your hair in that very same direction and not have any problems with bunching or any issues, period. But y'all, that was a whole thing. Y'all go make sure y'all check that video out. We got all 4 of those steps out of the way. We've started our lock journey with our starter locks. And I just feel like the 5th thing that you need to know is that you're going to run into issues regardless. This is a lock journey, okay? So just know that it may not be easy. You may run into unraveling. You may run into bunching. You may run into, there's several issues that I've ran into, you know, married roots, all of that. And it's part of your journey to learn how to deal with it, how to manage it, and how to fix it. Once I installed my locks, I was in love. I loved my hair. But after the first few days, they start to try to find their way. They don't look the same as they did on that very first day where they were nice, clean, cut, twists. Now they're starting to frizz and they're starting to unravel. Your first wash, you may have unraveling like I did. I felt some type of way about it because I'm like, is my hair ever gonna lock? But y'all, it's gonna lock. It's gonna happen. You just have to be patient. I can't tell y'all how many times I've dealt with unraveling. It's easing up now that I'm in my 4th month. But even just yesterday, because I just washed and retwisted my hair, I had one unravel, which is a triumph for me because usually it's a few every few weeks, okay? And if you have to start over, it's okay, okay? Look, I've restarted twice already, okay? Split up several locks, okay? I went in and edited my locks so many times. Just be positive and enjoy your journey. This is really what you want. You have to embrace it and take on the challenges. Be positive. If you haven't already, make sure that you like this video and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified every single time your girl posts one of these here videos. Y'all be safe out here because this world is crazy. And with that being said, y'all, I'm out. Deuces. See you guys on the next one. Bye.